Good afternoon. Good day, everybody. I'm your host, Khalil, the Khalil Howell Sports Report, coming to you live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County. And welcome to a Halloween special of the Khalil Howell Sports Report right here in Leesburg, Virginia. That is. Today I'll be talking about the big storyline. The Nats walked out with their first World Series title since 1924. It's 95 years since 1924. Talk to you guys about that. I will talk to you guys also about the fact that it's going to be a first ever women's Wargames match. Takeover Wargames. So be sure to catch that. I'll talk to you guys about the fact that SCU, they walked out as the first AEW Tag Team Champs. I'll also talk about the fact that Karl Anthony Towns, and Joel Embiid got into a fight that is where repercussions are gonna be unfolded. I'll talk to you guys also about the fact that Steph Curry's got a bit of that he's a piece of trash. He's got a broken hand. I'll talk to you guys why the Warriors aren't gonna make the playoffs. I'll tell you about that for sure. And many others to come though. So that's all there is to it just for now. I want to start things off for sure with just the fact the Nats have walked out with their first World Series title. Guys, I've told you guys from the get-go the Nats are going to walk out with the first World Series title. And did they do so? Yes, they did. So, folks, and Steven Strasburg is the MVP, by the way. Folks, you can say what you want about this. This is going to be in the Loudoun Times, Washington Post, Leesburg Today. It's going to be on CNN, TMZ Sports, ESPN, Sky Sports, Rolling Stones, People Magazine. It's going to be all over the place. I'll say that for sure. So the Nats walking out with their first World Series title is the best thing that's ever happened. I mean, there's the whole district of champs. You got the Caps, you got the Mystics, now you got the Nats. And the Nats didn't disappoint. And Garrett Cole, he didn't pitch in that game for the Astros. He didn't pitch that game. The Nats did not disappoint. I will say that for sure. They won 8 road games in the playoffs. And Bryce Harper, no one's going to talk about him anymore because he made a big mistake. If he stayed where he's at, he'd be his own World Series champ. But no, he didn't do so. He got eliminated with the Phillies by his former teammates, the Nats. Steven Strasburg is the MVP, by the way. So congrats to the Nats once again on a historic victory. This is like 95 years in the making. 1924 Washington Senators did it. Now the Nats are going to walk out with their first World Series. Have walked out with the first World Series. They're going to bring it to the DMV area. And by the way, folks, the parade is going to be this coming Saturday, so tickets are going to be going on sale very fast. And if you guys are willing to attend, please do so. So it's must see, must watch, and the fans watching at home and all around the world, over the country, so all social media are buzzing about this for sure. And the Nats win their first World Series title, the best thing that's ever happened, and all the fans loved it. So congrats to the Nats once again win their first World Series title as being the 2019 World Series champs that they are. So yes, they are. And there's going to be a custom-made WWE title with the Nats custom plate on those. So that could be coming in though for sure. So that's absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible. So congrats to the Nats winning their first World Series title. We'll give them credit for that. In other news, I do need to address, by the way, Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid, they got into a bit of a fist fight last night. The Sixers, they did win that game. I mean, there's some fists being thrown. Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, they got ejected in that game. And my goodness. Really? So there could be some suspensions. There's going to be some fines. And really, I mean, come on. It didn't sit with anybody. So it means people were surprised by sure. But they just were out. There's going to be some repercussions. I will say that for sure. The NBA's investigating its own matter to see who started the whole thing, who did not. Was it Joel Embiid or was it Karl Anthony Towns? Now, Ben Simmons trying to play the peacekeeper in this game, but things did not look good. You check out the footage, how that all went down. So that right there. It brings interest to all the fans. I mean, this is how the players are going to be like. So you never know who has the upper hand, who's going to get the advantage. So amazing, incredible, but come on, like that. It's just not right. It really isn't. Others I do need to address that last night, the first time ever, there will be a WWE Women's War Games match. Yes. TakeOver War Games. Now, Shayna Baszler, Shayna two-time that is, and Rhea Ripley, they're named the captains or co-captains for WWE Women's War Games. So, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, though. This is history in the making. This is when after the Kabuki Warriors took out the team kick of Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox. So, Sage is set. You know, Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler are going to be named the co-captains of the team, captains of the team. And there's going to be a first-ever women's War Games match. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It will be incredible, and you got to love it, though. So I'm going to give it credit for that, by the way. I will say that. Other news I do need to address. Congrats to SCU, that is, they walked out as the first inaugural AEW Tag Team Champs. Congrats to them on that victory, and they'll be able to defend them anytime, any day of the week they want. So, look forward to that. Others that I do need to adjust, by the way, that also just the fact that Steph Curry, piece of trash Steph Curry that is, he's got a broken hand, and he is done. So, the MRI is going to be coming out today. And look, Steph Curry is nothing but a piece of trash. And yes, he may have had a broken hand, for sure. But the Warriors, they're not going to win any games at all. And they most certainly are not going to the playoffs. And you really think the Warriors have a chance of making it back to the playoffs? I don't think so. Please. Steph Curry has a broken hand. And the fact that he looks like trash now, thank goodness he does, because nobody needs him anyway. That's all the Draymond Green. You got no Steph Curry now. You got no Draymond Green. Oh, you still got Draymond Green, though. You got no Klay Thompson, no Durantula, no Iggy, no Andre Iguodala, no Sean Livingston. Warriors are going to look like garbage. They looked like garbage last season when they lost to the Raptors in the NBA Finals. I mean, Steph Curry looks like it was a garbage anyway. That right there put a smile on my face. Because they don't need him. Because Steph Curry, terrible, you know? Steph Curry's just terrible. I mean, maybe for him MVP, but please. Steph Curry, nothing. It looked like garbage last time we had a broken hand. That's what it looks like. I mean, the injuries came in, though, when the Warriors got beat down, when they got crippled by the Raptors, when the Raptors won the NBA title. So the Warriors right now, they are not going to be heading to the playoffs. And without Steph Curry, they're done. Warriors are doomed, and they got a huge losing streak of him. That right there is going to put a smile on my face, and I'm most certainly look forward to that. I will say that for sure. So, make no mistake about it, though. Steph Curry may miss the entire season. Probably won't be, unless he needs surgery. That is, who knows? Or maybe with the fact that, there's no timetable for his comeback, so you never know it's going to come into play. So, who knows? Who knows? By the way, who knows? That right there for sure. Also, just another news that former MLB star that Josh Hamilton was arrested for third degree child abuse, felony assault over child abuse. That is, after he got into it, argued with this one of his daughters. That is, and he was released on a 35K bond. His wife, that is, Katie Hamilton, puts a restraining order against Josh Hamilton. That is, and Josh Hamilton can't have any contact with any individuals under the age of 17. That is. So, Josh Hamilton just sort of grabbed a chair, throws around one of his oldest daughters, and slaps her around. Details are a bit graphic, by the way, but you can check that out. So, Josh Hamilton was arrested yesterday. And this is from an incident from last month, September 30th, by the way. So Josh Hamilton's convicted of this case. He gets a year behind bars. So Josh Hamilton's a round piece of trash now. So he's just done. So there you have right there. He's done. Just garbage. Also, by the way, guys, I'll get you guys in tune for the Crown Jewel results, by the way. I'll give you guys the results for sure. Crown Jewel is underway right now, that is. And I'll give you guys the results for that. And that's all you guys need to know for that. Also, just another big announcement, that is the AEW Dynamite will be coming home to Jacksonville on New Year's Day, January 1st, 2020. So you don't miss on that AEW Dynamite. Catch that on TNT Drama. Also, catch on Full Gear, by the way, November 9th, that is, when Y2J defends the AEW title against Cody, that is. So, check that out live on pay-per-view, Fight TV app. So, don't miss on the opportunity. It's must-see, must-watch. And it's all this guy right there. Well, and ladies, that's going to do it right there for this Halloween special, the Khalil the Herbal Sports Boy YouTube channel Facebook page. Please be sure you always like to subscribe to the Khalil the Herbal Sports Boy YouTube channel Facebook page by any means necessary. Be sure to send me comments with your reactions, your thoughts on the Nats walking out with their first World Series title, bringing it to the DMV area, nation's capital, and all over the country and all over the globe. Let me know in the comments section what your thoughts and reactions and responses are. I will definitely respond and address to that. Let me know what you think of the first ever WWE Women's Wargames match, that is, and Shayna Baszler and Rhea Ripley being named the captains of the match. Let me know in the comments section what your reaction, your thoughts about this are. I will respond and address to that for sure. Let me also know what you think of Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid getting into the scuffle last night. Let me know what you think in the comment section, your thoughts, your reactions to that are. Also, be sure to tell me what you think of Steph Curry being a round piece of trash. Let me know if you think the Warriors aren't going to be able to make it to the playoffs without Steph Curry. I will definitely respond to just to that for sure. That's going to rub things in with faces. But let me know in the comments what your reaction, your thoughts are about that. Let me know what your favorite Halloween costume is for sure. That is, I will definitely post that up. That is, so I'll send you replies on that for sure. But I'll bet more breaking news, trending topics, live updates, developing storylines, and huge announcements all on the Khalil the Herbal Sports Boy. That's all things sports related and everything you need to know. So that's all there is to it. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.